Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. You can do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman for some fantastic beard products that'll make your beard look and smell great. You can also go to TCG Player using the affiliate link below and shop there to help support the show. And last but absolutely not least, go to greyvikinggames.com with the link below to get those sweet arena codes. What is up, Planeswalkers? Theurgic 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today, there's a new set out, and we're playing it. This is Gold-Fashioned Midnight Hunt. Apparently there was another code that Wizards is giving out because they're generous. So you go up store, go to redeem code here, and you type in Borrowed Time. Borrowed Time. You should get 4K experience for the Mastery track. And for what it's worth, okay. Did not expect to get that much. Wait, how did it... Wait, what? Why did I get all of that? This is one card style, one Mastery Orb. My guess is that it's moved up, but it hasn't shown that. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so even if you're not on the paid Mastery, that's still, like... I was here, so, I mean, that's still freaking 6 levels, or 4 levels, sorry. So that's pretty sick. I'll open the packs after the games. Today we're playing zombies. I know technically it's Friday, which means Jundalite Day, but no, we're playing zombies. Why am I playing zombies? I love zombies, man. I just love the undead, and Champion Perished. It's pretty cool. Pretty good card, pretty decent zombie to shove into the deck. Now, you'll notice that our curve is relatively low, but we are rocking the good old-fashioned 24 lands and 61 cards. Because I want to. Essentially, I want to be able to actually, like, kick. Or no. We're calling this punch. This has multi-puncher. I would like to punch this card at least once. Which means I have to be able to consistently-ish get to 5 mana. And so, the games make me think that this is the correct number. Anyway, we have 4 Champion of the Perished. This card is just absolutely bonkers. 1 mana comes down to 1/1. Your this is like the green elf that I never remember the name of. I literally played against the card moments ago. But it's like that. Except this condition is way easier to meet. We just play any zombie. Let me rephrase. We don't play any zombie. A zombie enters the battlefield under our control. It could be zombie tokens. We could play them. We could reanimate them. We just make this larger. And it's fantastic. What's really great is when you turn 1 this into turn 2 this. We have 4 Lazotep Reavers for this exact playline. This is 2 zombies for 1. It's 2 mana for functionally 2/3 worth of stats, but it is spread across several bodies. Now, in some circumstances, like against cheap, like low damage burn spells, or blocking singular creatures and wanting your creature to survive, it's not necessarily as good. But it is great in a deck that has 8 lords. We're running 8 lords. Now, I literally just finished... my mic is peaking a little bit more than I would like it to. I literally just finished a game in which I went turn 1 Champion, turn 2 Reaver, turn 3 Lord of the Accursed, turn 4 Lord of the Accursed. Since I went first, my opponent died before they were able to get their 4th land into play. Well, technically they got that because they cultivated. They did nothing turn 1, nothing turn 2. They played Cultivate on turn 3 and promptly died before they got a 4th turn. Absolutely fantastic. We have 4 Cryptbreakers. This card is to help us to discard those lands later in the game when there are situations where we are top decking extra lands. So that is a nice, convenient way to use up extra top deck lands. It also allows us to utilize our Decayed cards, or we could just use this to draw cards for things that we don't want to attack with, right? If we have a Death Baron out, and we have, let's say, a Undead Augur out, and we don't want either of these to die, we have Cryptbreaker, we tap the 3, we could draw a card. We have to lose a life, but who cares? We plan on killing our opponent fast. What's nice is that this is not a tap ability, so you can utilize this card as soon as it comes into play. But another fun line with this fucking card is turn 1 Cryptbreaker, turn 2 Lazotep Reaver, You don't need to attack for a single point of damage, who cares? Instead, you tap all 3 of them and you draw a card. And then you probably, at this point, have drawn into one of your 8 lords, and then you hit your opponent for 2-4, oh right, 6. Love it. 2 Village Rites, this essentially is just like a concede to the fact that I probably need some amount of card draw in addition to Undead Augur. And this blanks opponent's removal, sort of. So I decided to run this. Haven't actually seen it in games yet, so who knows. Tuan Infernal Grasp, I have to have some sort of interaction in the deck, so I figured I'd throw in 2 of these. They do kill like anything, and 2 life in a deck where we plan on just murdering our opponent shouldn't matter. For Tainted Adversary, it's the new hotness. I mean, if nothing else, it's a 2-mana 2/3 with Death Touch, which means it just survives and kills a lot of things, and even a single buff from one of the lords makes this card a 3/4, which is even more difficult to have die. If you can pay 5 mana for this, you get 2 zombie creature tokens. They're decayed, but again, you can use them to draw cards. You can sack them to Village Rites, or you could just attack because you have 8 lords. 2 Wights. I did like this card from Adventure of the Forgotten Realms. It has been kind of overruled by this card, but still a very strong card. The fact that it comes in tapped can be an issue when we're in creature races, essentially. But being able to just make creature tokens, sure they have to be tapped, but being able to just make creature tokens after you kill a creature, even if this dies in the exchange, is very nice. 3 Undead Augur. This is just essentially the better version of Midnight Reaper, because you don't care about the token situation. You just draw a card and you lose life. Oh, and this costs 2, which is fantastic. Instead of costing 3 and being lumped in here, I could just play it on 2. It's fantastic. Yeah, we have 8 lords. 4 Lord of the Accursed can give our zombies menace. It's also a 2/3, which means it dies to fewer things. Shocks. And then 4 Death Barons that can give our zombies Death Touch, which typically doesn't matter, but it does mean that our Lazotep Reavers and our Cryptbreakers are slightly better than they otherwise would be. 4 Murderous Riders. This is removal and a way to gain life back. We have 1 single Bojuka Bog in the main deck to hate on random graveyard strategies. 1 Field of Ruin to hate on anything that I haven't seen coming. And 2 Castle Locthwains, just so that if we do end up flooding, we still have some sort of stream of cards in our future. Now, as I've said, I've played a few games with this. You'll see at the resolution of this game. I think I have won. I lost the very first game that I played against Gruul Aggrange. Yes. And then I won the second 2. The one of them was the Cultivate, and I don't remember what the last one was. So this hand, frankly, not good enough. Damn it. Sag. I really wanted to see the turn 1 play. Which means I'm not even going to be able to play the turn 2 play, because I'll probably be killing whatever they put out. Why would you do this? It's like they knew. It's like they did this to me on purpose. I'm just going to pass the turn here. Next turn I might champ Undead. Prosperous Innkeeper, okay. Is this some sort of combo deck? Weathered Rider. Okay. I'm fine with casting this on Hapatra after Weathered Rider, just because I don't have to take the damage if they decide to sack it for the scry. They don't. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so here they have 1 card left, and I essentially have to hope that it's not nonsense. I'm going to go Chanter the Perished into Undead Augur, so I'll have 2 2/2s. And then next turn I can play Lord of the Accursed. They do end up sacking the goat. They didn't sack a Petra. I guess they really wanted me to take the 2. That didn't tell me where they scried. A bit offensive in my opinion. Sure, they're going to gain a little bit of life. So now we have to see how our deck does. Oh, that's actually fantastic. We get to see how our deck does at kind of the mid-range game. So we have a 5/5 now. One thing, so they could double block. I could kill both. I could block, block, and I could kill all of them. Is that worth? Then I would draw a card. Do I think that's worth it? I guess I could also just block with this. Yeah, that's fine. I do want to attack here. I'm not terribly worried about my life total. Okay, yeah, that's fine. They block with a sheep and sack it. Are you going to tell me where they scry? It didn't tell me where they scried. I love Arena. I love the fact that this is totally out of beta. I have no information. I have no idea if they're scrying to the top or bottom. Based on the fact that they sacked another thing, I had to assume that they scried the first two to the bottom. Or at least the first one to the bottom. Okay, an additional Wildrider Strider. Cool, sure. What has gotten 3 Wildrider Striders in the top 11 cards? That is nutso. Alright. I'll draw some good old-fashioned cards. Look, it's Summoning Sick, and this is Summoning Sick. Tap them anyway. Okay, another land. Another land. But I'm at 5 mana, so what I can do is I can Murderous Rider something, and then use Cryptbreaker to discard a land and get a zombie. Do I want to attack here? If I attack and my opponent just double blocks with Wildrider Striders, I can kill one of the Wildrider Striders. Although then I might lose out on the Murderous Rider. Shoot. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. God, I forgot I have to use that at some point. Man, I'm gonna pass this turn. I really wish I could know where they're scrying. You know how in real life you'd be able to see, oh, did my opponent put it on top or bottom? Alright, Castle Locthwain to draw more cards, sure. Coward. Yeah, I'll draw another card. Boop, boop, boop. I do have a Locthwain. Yes. Wait a second, I'm small David Beckham up, going down. I just realized I can't actually say a lot of the words in that song, dude. Alright, we are going to attempt a murder. It's murder, murder, it's murder. Somebody tell them it's murder. Murder was their case, and they blame me. Stop lying to me, boy. It'd be best you confess. I can smell the BS on the scent of your breath. That's fine. I just wish that I knew where they scried. Scrying in my scry. These wounds, they will not scry. This is how I scry. Scrying what I scry. Scry. Okay. Now, you must die. I'm not going to be able to get my rider, am I? I'm not going to get my rider, am I? Don't you have to pay mana for that? Ah, you don't? Alright, my Cryptbreaker might die. Never mind. Really wish I knew where they were scrying, though. But why did they make my Cryptbreaker slightly smaller? Blood Artist. That could be an issue. do I want to lose a life? So, I guess right now it's fine. Was this exile 4 other cards? Okay, so they can get this back. I want to draw cards. Who do you think I am? I'm drawing cards, dude. I'm playing zombies. Losing life, drawing cards. I don't give a... Okay, so obviously the Undead Augur. I don't even know if that was a full word. The Undead Augur. I can make another zombie at Instanta speed. And I can activate Lord of the Accursed, so if they want to block, they can't chump block me. I think that's fine. I'm gonna swing. Some snap to bim de bum da me my. Oh, okay, so if I block with this and it dies, I'm gonna lose. Well, 2 other creatures could die if I do that. So let's say I'm gonna lose 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially. Yeah, no, I think I'm still fine with that. Honestly, they can only block 2 of my creatures here. I doubt they're going to be honest. Really? Alright. I'm fine with that. Really? Now see, that's something that I didn't expect. I assume you're going to sack them. Okay. So our opponent's going to take 8, but they're going to gain 2. I'm going to go down 2 to 13. Hey, they're playing Golgari Aristocrats. And I can't see what the fucking thing I can't see that they're scrying. What are you scrying? Scry me a river. Oh, scry me a river. Okay, I don't know if I even need Castle Locthwain, to be honest. I might put the... That's fine. I think my opponent is just gonna die next turn, though. This becomes a 10-10. I get another 4-4. They can only block 1 creature. I have a feeling that my opponent is dead. I have a feeling that my opponent is dead. Gonna go ahead and activate this. And then I'm just gonna smork. Clear the board. Nope. SM Orc. Yeah, you can't get it. You can't win. You can't. There's no way they can get out of this. So we sack a thing, make my Cryptbreaker slightly less powerful. I gotta do this. It's hilarious. Yeah, so, yeah, we're doing all right. 75% win rate. Only 4 games, so that, you know. Cool, good stuff. You know what? Since I'm doing this best of 1. After the games, after the matches, and after the packs, I'll go about constructing a sideboard. Some people might enjoy that. And I'm here to please. I'm not comfortable with this burning effigy of a wolf. Daniel Call Edge? Why is there a black square there? Fine, I'll keep this hand, but I don't have a 1-drop. I mean, technically you're supposed to have, what, like 10 1-drops? If you want to be relatively aggressive, but I'll just take the Tainted Adversaries and be fine with it. Blue-green? Oh, that's fun. Oh, no, it's Merfolk. Ruh-roh, Reggie. I'm gonna place a bet that Merfolk beats me. I think Merfolk probably beats zombies because they can have counterspells. They can do tap down shenanigans, things like that. They have the same number of lords, I think. No, that's not true. They have more lords. They have more monocolored lords, I should say, but Merfolk are playing freaking black-green, so. Opponent deciding what to do. Brazen Borrower, that is not a... This isn't Merfolk. Oh, this is worse. Oh no. This is much worse. Wait! You... I disapprove. I absolutely disapprove. This is disgusting. I'm sickened by this. I'm also gonna die horribly. Me, dude. I think I'm just gonna cast the Rider. That's the thing too, like, this version of Merfolk, you know, Simic Merfolk, it also has access to Collected Company. And Collected Company is a busted card, so... could play black-green zombies and have Collected Company, but then, like... I'd have to change the deck almost completely, and that's just gross. Good for you. Good for you. Yep. Center combat. What? So I'm going to play the Death Baron knowing that let's see. Okay, so we're going to play around the worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, they untap, they cast Collected Company to get 2 lords, right? 4, oh, 12, 15? I'd be at 2? And these freaking tokens can't block. Alright, worst case scenario, I'm at 2. However, there's a lot of scenarios within that that are potentially... Oh, why do you need 5 mana, though? No, but for real, like, why did you need this extra 1 mana, though? No blocks, I guess. I don't know why they needed the 1 mana. I very much don't appreciate it. I can't cast this as... I can't punch it. So if I attack and gain 3, I go up to 9. Then I block, 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 block. Now I have to block this. Why are you indestructible? Oh, goodness. Man, Collected Company, you know that card? Why did you pay life for that? I still don't understand. I'm boned here. I'm fairly certain I'm boned here. They can just tap my board. They could also just tap a single Murderous Rider, and I'm boned. They could pop Death Baron back into my hand. They could pop a Murderous Rider back in my hand. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. Now, this is indestructible, so I don't think it matters. We're going to go ahead and block there. Block there. Gonna block there. And I'm still dead. I guess... No, I'm dead. Oh, wait, no. I'm gaining 3. Okay. I'm at 12. Okay, I need to remember I'm at 12. Okay. So if I'm at 12, this would be 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I do have to lose my Death Baron, which is not good. I really needed to not lose my Death Baron. All of my creatures will die, and I don't think there's a single thing I can do about that. So I guess I'm going to do this and just be sad. Oh, good. They can flash that in. That's just fantastic. Gonna do one of these. And concede. As I predicted, Merfolk. They're too wiggly. You know, they're too slippery. They get around my ability to murder them. Zombies notoriously can't swim all that well. Okay. It is weird to me that that loaded up before the bar moved, but okay. Also, like, I wouldn't want to live on Innistrad during the winter because it appears that frost are shards of glass. Like, that is legit what this looks like, and it's horrifying. Into the Gammon? That sounds like an anime to me. Let me know if that's an anime. We're on the Ikoria board, and my opponent has an Ikoria pet. But they're using Ravnica Avatar and whatever this is called. Strixhaven? Alright, that's the thing. Meanwhile, I'm rocking War. Not War, I got rid of the cat. I mean, this is fine. We have a lot of blockers. I'd love to top deck any of my 1-drops. I do only have 8 though, so it's not all that likely. Okay, so they're on green-red of some sorts. This could just be some sort of a Grey Shift deck. Can Lazotep Reaver into Death Bear and into Double Reaver, potentially? Okay, yep, it's Gruul Aggro. Who would have thought Slim Shady would be something that you would have bought? You're going for the aggressive line here. Death Baron luckily does grant... Oh, Q. Death Baron does luckily grant Death Touch. Yeah, this is incredibly rude, drawing at the turn after. Because I'm fairly certain I need to cast Death Baron. Although Death Baron is probably just going to die to a fight card. I will not block. Well, they're not playing Blizzard Brawl. Interesting. They can play the Skoos, but they can't play the Brawler unless they have a land. That's interesting. So I guess they really wanted to play the Brawler now. Which I guess is understandable. Mad respect to the John Avon lands. I cannot stress enough that my opponent has a fantastic taste in those lands. Yeah, I mean, this is the awkward part, right? Like, can Murderous Rider the Skoos, which isn't really an issue right now. I can Murderous Rider this, then they can eat it with the Skoos, and this just becomes essentially the same problem. I'm going to play Death Baron, even though my opponent probably has removal. Like, they're playing that's the thing, they're playing Abundant Harvest and Light up the stage. Like, it's not stuff that I expect. Yeah, I definitely expect my Death Baron to die here. Pelt Collector! Hey, that's the loser elf. I'm just waiting for them to hover over Skoos or Spellbreaker. Interesting. Interesting. There's currently not a creature in the yard. My guess is they have an instant speed removal. They're looking for me to do this. Then they kill this. So I'm not going to give you the fucking satisfaction. They can just kill this, which is fine. But this way, no matter what, I get to kill it. Then they play Voltaic. That's fine. This becomes larger. Okay. So here... Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just double Lazotep Reaver. I mean, that just looks beaut. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. They're working with 4 mana. 5 mana. I'm always afraid. I know that they don't have Blizzard Brawl because they're very obviously not playing any of those color of cards. So I have a 3/3, which is a 2/2. when not in use. So the issue here, again, is if I lose my Death Baron. So I think what I do is I double block here. That way, if I lose my Death Baron, it's still 3 total power. And if I don't lose my Death Baron, then Voltaic Brawler will only be able to kill one of my creatures. But I have to double block this. If I lose... Although, I guess, if I double block this and I lose my Death Baron, I still only lose one of these. Unless, of course, this gets 1 more power, but... I think this is the line I'm going to go with. My opponent could just not care. And just make their Pelt Collector larger, but, I mean, Death Touch is very helpful, so. I mean, my opponent is choosing to make these attacks. And they obviously have something that they can do. Right? I'm just looking for the cards to be highlighted. Ah, of course, the classic! The fucking classic Embercleave. Oh, I'm so happy. I can hate that fucking card, dude. Oh, wait. His Spellbreaker's still gonna die. I'll take that, dude. I still killed 2 of their creatures? That's... Oh. Lol. Not exactly what I expected. I'm going to hold up. I'm going to hold up Murderous Rider. Yeah. I'm going to hold up Murderous Rider. I can draw a card with Cryptbreaker if I really want to. But being able to just kill the Pet Collector. Put on 6 mana. Questing Beast. Annoying. Definitely annoying. Attack with both. You suck. I'd rather not take the 4. I need to draw a card. I need another piece of removal. Ask and apparently ye shall receive. I mean, my opponent has to know I have something. The fact that they're playing Embercleave and Questing Beast makes me assume that they aren't playing Company. Ah, shoot. They can put it on Llanowar Elves. They have the mana for it. But it would only be a... Oh, wait! Now, if they put it on Llanowar Elves, they can't attack with it. Ah, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 here. I'm going down to 5. I don't want to go down to 4. Village Rites. It's interesting. The issue is I am dead. I should have just gone down to 4. I forgot that I'm just dead here. Let's Village Rites a Cryptbreaker. Didn't help. Well, now I just have to hope my opponent makes a mistake. Damn. Damn. This fucking Embercleave, dude, no matter where I goes, it haunts me. When I finally think it's not being played anymore. Yeah, alright, my opponent knows. No, gotta give him this. Yeah, there we go. Of course, it's the same curse. It's the same curse, dude. As I go 1 loss, 2 wins. And now I go 1 win, 2 losses. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and play another game though. I'm at the 35-minute mark, but it's whatever. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. Big doggo. God, this thing's huge, dude. Yeah, that thing's huge. That's got to be 4 or 5 feet at the shoulder. At least. Oh, oh yes. Oh yes. Donnez-moi s'il vous plaît. Ah, no. Oh, no. Non, merci. Oh, no. They're gonna have so much fucking bolty removal, dude. Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Everything's okay. Now I can draw cards when my stuff dies. I say when, not if, because we all know. That's 1. Oh, no, there's 2 in there. Oh, that's 2. Am I about to take 10 damage? I'm about to take 10 damage. Awesome. Great. Can kill this. Go to 7. Then go to 1. Assuming my opponent doesn't play the new burn spell that scries. I'm willing to bet that they do. Or they could literally just kill one of my creatures. Yeah, I'm, boned. That's right. I guess I should have Infernal Grasp last turn? There was no... Fuck off. There was nothing I could do, dude. And I might as well attack. I'm muting you because you're rude. And I'm dead. Damn it. It's the curse. It's the curse of recording. Also, the fact that Historic is in such a state. Well, for what it's worth, the one against the green-red... No, not that. Embercleave itself. Nah. No, I'm not... Don't I have packs? I mean, we're obviously just going straight in here, dude. And do this. And do this. Right, I keep forgetting that it's in the same place. And then do this, and then go packs. There we go. Alright, we got some packs. Yeah. You know? Look, it's X's. Yeah, do not worry yourselves. I have a ton of different zombie decks that I plan on playing. I could actually do a zombie week at some point. Not soon, because I want to be able to cover the mechanics the mechanic decks for standard. Obviously, I want to still do some fun new brawl decks. The first one is going to be werewolves because obviously, excuse me, obviously, I can't do Snape. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and build a sideboard. Why don't we? So very obvious. I think our mana base was fine. I don't think I had too many issues with it. So obviously crippling? No, it's crippling. Crippling. We obviously want some crippling fears in there, right? We want some help against the graveyard strategies, so we could do Cling to Dust. It's another way for us to kind of like gain life back. It's not terribly expensive. Actually, I do want to see if there are zombie cards that can actually help me there. Turn target. Oh, all right. I should make sure that I can do this. Turn target creature card. No. No. Go up to 1 target card from a graveyard. It's different from Cling to Dust, but you know what? It does at least give me a zombie. So I'll try that as my anti-graveyard strategy. I'd like another like anti-life strategy, I guess. So I discard a card. See, that's not great, though. I don't want each player to draw to discard a card. I want my opponent to discard a card. This card's not good enough. If it was 1 mana, I'd probably try it out, but I don't think there are. Diregraf Colossus is like an option against control strategies, but I don't think it's really what I'm looking for. Necromentia. Yeah, look, I'm the type of person who just wants to play Necromentia because of the fact that opponents are trash. Do I want to put No Way Out in there against the control decks? I don't think I do. I think that's kind of stupid. Rise of the Dreadmarm, number of non-token creatures. I mean, I have a lot of non-token creatures. I just don't think it's great. And again, what we're kind of looking for here is just like, oh, Ebondeath. That is absolutely what the type of card we're looking for control matches. It's just something that kind of sits in the graveyard. We can essentially cast it any time because our opponent's going to keep killing our stuff. Short hair, no, I don't think that's valuable. Liliana is another potential card against control. Maybe as a 1-of or something, I'm not entirely sure. This costs too much to be helpful. Same with like Gary and stuff. There are cards that are good, but cards that I don't think I can properly utilize with the CMC that I'm going with. Now, let's also check out Leyline. Do I have cards? I don't have any cards that return creatures from my graveyard at all. So I can maybe do 1 Leyline of the Void in the side, but I think that I do legitimately want I'm gonna be a zombie deck playing Grafdigger's Cage. And the fucking other one. It's the 2-mana artifact, man. I don't remember what it's called. Where are you? I don't remember your name. Does it start with a W? A W? W does. Okay, so let's take a look at this, right? So we have Rotten Reunion against graveyard decks, Necromentia against the decks that are looking to do stupid, degenerate things. Actually, you know what? I think Necromentia might be less valuable than just straight up playing discard cards. I'm sure some of you are like, why haven't you put Thoughtseizes in there yet? It's because I'm dumb. But yeah, I think Thoughtseizes is generally going to be better for the nonsense strategies, but it also has like extra utility. Maybe, because I didn't really feel like I had too many issues with maintaining cards. So maybe I don't actually care about Village Rites, at least in the main deck. Maybe I'll pop them into the side and then put Thoughtseize's main deck. Then just have an additional one. Maybe I could do Inquisitions in the side. I mean, against control, whereas where I'd bring in control and combo, which is where I'd bring in additional copies of Thoughtseize, I don't think I give a crap about my life total. Ebondeath should help against the more grindy matches. Is there anything else that I think would help against the grindy matches? To be honest, I do kind of want to try out my zombie friend, Diregraf Colossus, in the side, because that should be able to help us kind of maintain a pretty sizable board in more grindy matches, and this way I can also just test it like at the same time against control. Wait, I thought I put 2 in there. I apparently did not. So again, we're looking at... Well, first things first. This can go up there. Thank you. So we're looking at Rotten Reunions against Graveyard Strategies, Thoughtseize against Control generally, and Combo generally. Grafdigger's Cage and Weathered Runestone against not only Graveyard decks, but also against any sort of Collected Company style decks, things that are just trying to play stuff off the top. Crippling Fears against opposing creature decks. Village Rites against Control, I suppose. We'll see how that works. Diregraf Colossus against essentially mid-range. Ebondeath again against Control. Leyline of Death against more Graveyard. I might have too much Graveyard stuff. And then Liliana against Control. I feel like I don't have any, like, just dedicated anti-aggro stuff. So, are there any zombies... excuse me, in black that help me specifically against aggro? Potentially Festering Mummy. I don't consider these because they're not counters. They don't have a long-term effect. I mean, Zombie Bat? Would that be nuts? Would that be nuts to just play Zombie Bat? Because, I mean, with Lords, right, this is something that's just going to be flying over the opposing creatures, and if I do happen to flood out, maybe we'll keep that in mind for right now. As apparently a one-of. Okay. Liliana, other cards. You know what? We're gonna say Ebondeath is gonna carry us in the Control matchup. But I don't really think. I mean, this can gain life, but milling, like, the thing is, in this deck, milling myself doesn't really help. Putrid Goblin. The Persist might be nice because it's 2 bodies, but I mean, I do already have Lazotep Reaver and Tainted Adversary potentially. So I don't think that's what I want. I think the main thing really is the ability to gain a little bit of life back. Because, like, in the aggro scenarios, right, it's not that my creatures are always going to be outclassed. It's that in order for my deck to function, like, well, essentially, I have to, you know, lose a little bit of life here and there and over there as well. Yeah, I mean, once it starts getting to 3 mana, I don't think there's much that I can really do. I definitely can't go up to 4 mana for a creature answer, essentially. No. Yeah, so I think we're going with Zombie Bat. Stop it. Right, of course, I must craft them? Thank you. Strange. And then, of course, we shall change them to not be hideous, because Wizards still has these garbage parallax styles. I don't like the version of Village Rites I have right now. I gotta go with the Innistrad one. Yeah, I have to go with the Innistrad one. There we go. And everything is as it should be. Well, appreciate you all for hanging out. Check out the Discord soon. I have some good news and some very, very, very bad news, unfortunately. But I'm still taking time to figure out how to compose it properly and let the community know. But yeah, check out my Discord for that in the coming days. Again, I would really like to thank my lovely patrons for the continued support. More now than ever, their support helps me to keep the lights on. And I am super grateful for that. If you would like to join them and support the show financially, you can go to the link in the description to head over to Patreon. You could also just sub to me on Twitch. You get access to funny little emotes. Become a channel member here. You get access to funny little emotes. And if you're unable to or unwilling to, like donate or any of that stuff, liking the videos, subscribing, and watching them really helps me out. There was a break that I took at some point relatively recently, but my brain is bad. That kind of tanked views on my channel, and I've never been able to recover. And you know, the fact that it was like a mental health break kind of makes it worse, I think, than if I was just like, I'm going on vacation. But yes, I really appreciate all of the support that everyone's been showing me. The people who've been really enjoying all my videos, especially the bolus videos. I really like. Oh, and the death and taxes videos. Those have been doing pretty decent numbers for me as well. It really just shows that people like the fact that I do certain like content, right? Like it's some consistency in a you know, algorithm environment that really just wants an insane variety of decks being played. So really appreciate you all sticking out with me, and yeah, like and subscribe. Until next time, all will be one.